This is a simple little card we're going to make tonight. It can be for any occasion. And always remember to decorate the inside of your card as well, whether you're going to be stamping a sentiment or writing a personal note. Let's get started. Hello, welcome to Stamping with Cheryl. It's Sunday night and it's Easter, and we're going to make a card tonight. So we are going to start out with a piece of Lost Lagoon. It is cut at 4 1/4 inches by 11, and then I've scored it at 5 1/2. So we will use our bone folder and get that down with. All right, and we'll turn that over, and I'll do it one more time. Sure, it's gonna fold down good. Okay, so our card is gonna open like this. I am using the papers from Little Latte. You've seen me use these before. I love these papers. So for the first layer, we are going to put down this orange coffee bean piece. And on the side, the other side is that swirly color that comes with that. So this paper is available still that you can order. There's a whole suite that you can order with it as well that gets you the papers, the dies, and the stamps. But this is just the paper I'm using tonight. This piece is cut at 2 inches by 5 3/8 inches. So we're going to glue that down first. I want to leave just a tiny bit of border there that you can see. All right, then over the top of that is going to be a striped piece from that same Little Latte paper collection. On the other side of it is the dark coffee beans. So we're going to glue that down next. Stampin' Up! Is going to have a sale that starts April the 9th through the 30th, and it's going to be last chance. So there are some things that are going to be going away, and it'll be your last chance to get off of them. Some of them will be up to 60% off. So you just want to line that up again and leave a little bit of a border. So I will be putting more out on my YouTube about the sale as it goes live. But just know that there are some things that have been in the celebration catalog and our annual catalog that are going to be your last chance to get those. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put down a piece of ribbon. This is, let me see what it's called. This is pecan pie. This is what that ribbon looks like. So we're going to glue this ribbon down next. And I guess I'll try glue. Don't always use glue on ribbon, but this ribbon's a little thicker, so it's probably fine. Sometimes I like to use the double-sided tape to hold the ribbon down. And that will go just right there across both papers, and it's measured, I don't remember if I said, it's measured at 5 3/8, the same as the length of the papers that we're putting on here. Then next is going to be our focal point. I got a little bit of a straggler there. Cut that off. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so next we're going to work on our focal point. So I have used the postage stamp dies, and I'm going to use 3 of them to layer them just to give it a little more depth is the reason I did this. If you're familiar with Jennifer McGuire, you will see that she does that a lot with sentiments that are dies that she cuts out. She layers several layers to give it more depth, and so I've kind of adopted that sometimes. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue on here and layer these together. Like I said, these are the perennial postage stamp. That's the set that this die came out of. I really am liking these too. I used these recently in a card that I made. I think it might have been my Mother's Day card that I made. And there you just layer them on there like that to just give them, see, a little more depth. And we're going to pop it up off of the card as well, but I wanted to do that first. I also didn't like that that was stark white on there, so I have some ink and a blending brush. And now I will tell you that I do not have a Stampin' Up! Blending brush right now. These are just some I had. I've got to get some. But this is, I already have this laying out because I was afraid I'd make a mess. This is copper clay. So I'm just going to lightly blend some color onto this background. So I wanted something that would look a little coffee looking. So I'm just going to tap it lightly because I don't want it very dark at all. So and I have a, Stampin' Up! Has a glass mat that was available for a short period of time. I don't think it is still available, but I love my glass mat. If you have one, you know how lovely they are for inking on them. So like I said, this is copper clay, so it of course goes with the colors that I have on here tonight. And if you just tap it off like that, you can really control the amount of color you're putting on there. So I like just very light, and then I am going to go just a little heavier right on those edges. The trick to this is keep it a little further away from your card so you're not crafting on your ink while you're trying to finish your card. Okay, I'm happy with that. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I have a little coffee cup that I fussy cut from the paper. So the paper, that piece of paper actually, well, you'll see where I've cut on it. It looks like this, and the other side is all the little coffee cups with spoons and little coffee beans. But I fussy cut this. Now, if you buy the die set, the dies will cut the coffee cups out for you, and you don't have to try and carefully cut it out like I did. But I'm actually going to pop it up off of this with some dimensionals. If you've never had these dimensionals, these are great for popping things up off of your card. So we're going to take these, one more, and then and these come off super easy. I'm going to put that right here in the center of that. And then we're going to bring this over here and see how much better that looks than that stark white did. So we're actually going to put it, let me see. I also made a bow. This is made with the pumpkin pie bow or ribbon. And let me see about where I think I'm going to put it. About like that. I went ahead and tied it before I started recording because I wasn't sure how well I would do once I got to recording it. So I'm also going to put Stampin' Up! Dimensionals on this part because I really want it to pop off of there. I don't want it all to be flat. I find cards that you don't pop things off are, I don't know, just not as exciting to me. So I always try and give them a little dimensional to make it look better. So here is, I think that's where I wanted. Yeah, I'm going to put that right there. Hold that down and see how that gives the card some dimension when you bring it up. I don't know if you can really see well on there, but it gives it some dimension. Plus, we put those extra layers under there, which gives it some even extra dimension to that too. Now, then for our little bow, I'm going to use my mini glue dots. Let me get one of those out. Get this out of here. So they just come on a roll, and then you can just take whatever you're doing and put it right on there and pull it right off. And then you can glue it, oops, then you can glue it right down where you want it. And that is exactly where I wanted that to go. Good. That looks good. Okay, and there you have it. That is our card for tonight. I'm actually not putting a sentiment on the front of this because it is versatile. It could be used as a birthday card, a thinking of you card, or just a, you know, a friendship card. So lots of different things. So that's why I chose not to put a sentiment on the outside. And I always, on the inside, put a, usually white, and then I'll take a strip of the striped paper or the coffee bean paper and put a strip of it on there as well. I can show you what I mean. So this is a card you've probably, if you've been watching my videos, you've already seen this one, but I put a stripe across the bottom, and then I can either stamp a sentiment or I can write what I want in there. On this one, I'll probably, instead of using the stripes, I think I'll probably use the coffee beans across the bottom of that. And it'll, again, just be a small strip. I usually make it like 3/4 of an inch, and then it would be like 5 3/8 to go across that. And then your white piece for your inside would measure, it would be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, which leaves this that little tiny. I like that better than the bigger border I had been using. So I hope you've enjoyed this card. If you do, please like and subscribe to my channel. I will have all of the measurements down below in the description. I also will be putting links to my online Stampin' Up! Store, and when you go there, it takes you directly to be ordering from me, and you can make your order there. If you have any trouble, please contact me. I also will, in the description, be putting links to the specific products. So if you click on that link, say you wanted the pecan pie ribbon, or you wanted the Lost Lagoon cardstock, then that would take you straight to that particular product, and you wouldn't have to go in the catalog and search for it and find it. It will give it to you exactly. So I'm trying to do that as a convenience for you all when you want to order from me. Same thing with this ink, the copper clay, every single bit of it I will have links for. So I thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.